Hello, welcome to the course on emerging domain in electronics engineering. So, this is lecture 7 and in this lecture we will see the Zener diodes and the application of Zener diode. So, first we have already seen the type of breakdowns. So, first is a Zener diode is a special purpose diode which is designed to operate in a reverse bias condition. So, some Zener diodes have a very sharp and high doped p-n junctions with a low Zener voltage. So, in this case the reverse conduction occurs due to the electronic quantum mechanical tunneling effect, and this is short space between p and n region. This is known as the Zener effect. So, some diodes with a higher Zener voltage have a more gradual junction and their mode of operation also involve avalanche breakdown. So, this breakdown topic we have already seen that the breakdown is of two type, the Zener breakdown and the avalanche breakdown. So, we have already seen that avalanche breakdown generally occur at higher voltages, whereas the Zener breakdown occurs at low voltages. So, both type of breakdowns are present in the Zener diode with the Zener effect predominant at lower voltages, and these Zener diodes are optimized for operating in the breakdown region. This is the characteristics for the Zener diode, means we can see clearly that during the forward bias region, means this is a forward bias region, it behaves as a normal p-n junction diode, means if it is of silicon then the equivalent one is 0.7, and once it is working in the reverse bias region, so it will be behaving as a again a voltage source of Vz, but the polarity is now reverse because this Vz is a reverse breakdown voltage. So, this is the approximate equivalent circuit for the Zener diode in all the possible conditions, means during the forward bias region, means during the reverse bias region, and we have beyond Vz the current increases sharply. So, the application of Zener diode is the Zener diode as a voltage regulator. Now, in any power supply we can see the Zener diode as, first we have the transformer, next we have the rectifier. So, we have already seen here that if we are applying a 220 volt input, so this rectifier basically convert a AC signal into a pulsating DC. The output is not a pure DC here, but our application basically that needs a pure DC. So, we need to put a small regulator after the rectifier, so that whatever is the output that can be applied to the application. So, there are various types of regulators available. One is the Zener diode as voltage regulator. After that we have the transistors either in series or in shunt. So, there are several cases corresponding to the regulators, means for a regulator circuit we have a Zener diode, one series resistance and RL is supposed to be load and Vi is the input voltage. So, depending upon these input voltage and load, we have three cases. So, the first case is the simplest one, in which the input supply what we have applied to the circuit is fixed, and also the load which is connected to the output, that is also fixed. So, this is the easiest case. Second possibility or the second case is when we have Vi fixed, means the input voltage is fixed and the load is variable. means we can attach a variable load at the output and we need to check whether this regulator circuit is providing a constant voltage or not. If the regulator is not providing a constant voltage, then our appliance will not work properly. After that, we have the third case, which is input is variable, means we can see this case in this manner that the supply what we have applied to the circuit, to the regulator circuit, it is not providing a constant voltage. So, what happen is, if there is a fluctuation in the input signal, then either my load or the application, which is RL, it will work properly or not, means the circuit will provide a constant voltage or not. The motive behind this Zener diode is just to provide a constant voltage irrespective of the variation in input voltage and irrespective in the variation of output voltage. So, we will see the first case for the Zener diode as voltage regulator. So, in this first case, we can perform the analysis in this way that we need to check first whether this diode, Zener diode, is in conducting stage or it is non-conducting, means basically we are interested in checking this, that whether this Zener diode is working in reverse bias condition or not. So, for that, first of all we need to remove this Zener diode from this circuit. After that we need to calculate the voltage drop across this terminal. This we can find out with the help of voltage divider also. So, we can say this voltage divider rule says that this voltage V equals to whatever we are applying input, which is Vi, multiply by the load resistance RL divided by R plus RL, where R is a series resistance and naturally this voltage is equal to VL. So, we need to check that whether this Zener diode is on or Zener diode is off, means if this condition V is greater than or equals to Vz, then we can say that Zener diode is in on state. Once the Zener diode is in on state, we can replace this diode by its equivalent, which is a battery of Vz volt. If Vz is less than Vz, means if V is less than Vz, the diode is supposed to be off, and basically we can see this, that we are working in this particular region, means the quality of this particular region is that current is 0. Current is 0, that signifies that the circuit is open. So, we can say that the circuit is open and our analysis will be followed in that particular manner. So, once we have checked that the open circuit voltage V is greater than Vz or greater than or equals to Vz, that means we can substitute this diode by its equivalent, which is a battery of Vz, where Iz is the amount of current which is flowing into the Zener diode, and Pz capital M, this is called as the maximum power dissipation. Maximum power dissipation by a Zener diode. So, once this diode is on, so this VL is naturally equals to Vz. Whatever is the Zener voltage corresponding to the diode, that will be equal to the load voltage. After that, with the help of KCL at this particular node, we can basically see that IR is the incoming current and IZ and IL are the outgoing current. So, naturally IR is equal to IZ plus IL. because of the KCL. So, we can find out that IZ equals to IR minus IL, where IZ is a current which is entering the Zener diode. Now, this PZ is the power dissipated by the Zener diode, and this can be given as PZ equals to VZ multiplied by IZ. VZ is the Zener voltage and IZ is the Zener current. And also this PZM, I have already told you, this is the maximum power dissipated by the Zener diode. Now, we have a small question that for this particular Zener diode network, determine the load voltage, the voltage drop across the series resistance R, which is 1 kilo ohm, the current which is entering into the Zener diode, and the power dissipated by the Zener diode. So, we need to repeat this particular task for two values of resistance. In case 1, we have RL equals to 1.2 K, and again we need to repeat this when RL equals to 3 K. So, first of all, when RL equals to 1.2 K, we will remove this Zener diode from this circuit and we will calculate the open circuit voltage VOC. So, this VOC is nothing but VI multiplied by RL divided by R plus RL. So, this VI is 16, RL is 1.2 and 1 plus 1.2. So, this is VOC, and it is given that the Zener voltage VZ is 10 volt. So, if we will calculate this VOC comes out to be, or this V comes out to be 8.73. So, once this open circuit voltage is 8.73, we can clearly check that this open circuit voltage is less than VZ. V is less than VZ because VZ was 10. That means the equivalent for this particular Zener diode is nothing but a open circuit, means we are operating basically in this particular region A to B where the current is 0. So, the equivalent circuit is now this one, and we can evaluate the current, voltages and the power corresponding to this equivalent circuit now, because the Zener diode is off. This is the region where the Zener diode is off. So, what is VL? VL will be equal to this particular voltage, because in parallel the voltages are equal. So, we have the first answer. Next, what is the voltage drop across the series resistance R? So, we can apply KVL in this particular loop, which says that VI equals to VR, VI equals to VR plus VL, or VR equals to VI minus VL, where VI is 16 and VL is 8.73. So, this VR comes out to be 7.27 volt. And it is clear from this equivalent circuit that once this Zener diode is off, so no current will enter into the Zener diode. So, IZ will be equal to 0. And once the current is 0, then the power dissipated by the Zener diode, which is PZ equal to VZ multiplied by IZ, that will also be equal to 0 watt. So, means we can say that this circuit is not working as a voltage regulator, because the Zener diode was off. It was not able to supply, it was not able to provide 10 volt to the load resistance RL. Now, we need to see the second part for this, when RL equals to 3, means when the load is 3K, we have increased the load resistance. So, again first we will calculate what is the open circuit voltage V. So, this V comes out to be 12 volt with the help of voltage divider. This 16 volt will be divided in 1K and 1.2K. So, if this voltage is 12 volt, now it is clear that this voltage, open circuit voltage, is greater than Vz. This condition is true. Once this condition is true, that means the equivalent circuit will be, that diode will be replaced by a battery of 10 volt. Now, once this Zener diode is on and it is replaced by a battery of 10 volt, then the load voltage VL is equal to Vz, and Vz was equal to 10. So, this is our first answer. Now, again we can apply KVL in this particular loop, which says that Vi equals to Vr plus V, or it is nothing but Vz. So, we can say that Vr equals to Vi minus of Vz. So, this is 16 minus 10, which is equal to 6 volt. So, the voltage drop across the series resistance is 6 volt. Now, the next thing is we need to calculate the current in the load resistance. So, we can calculate current in the load resistance by using the load voltage VL and its resistance 3K. So, the result is IL equal to VL by RL and 3.33 milliampere. Now, the next thing, if you want to find out what is the current through this series resistance R, so we can apply KVL at this particular node, which says that IR equals to IZ plus IL because of KCL, incoming current equals to outgoing current. So, this we can say that now IR equals to VR by R, and this is 6 milliampere, and we will be utilizing this particular equation, KCL equation, at this particular node. Let us say it is A. So, the current which is entering into the Zener diode is 2.67 milliampere. So, if there is a current flowing into the Zener diode, then we can calculate the power dissipated by the Zener diode, which can be given by Pz equals to Vz multiplied by Iz. So, this comes out to be 26.7 milliwatt. And now, in this situation, in the second case, we can say that the circuit is providing, this regulator is providing a constant voltage of 10 volt to the load, means this circuit is working as a voltage regulator. So, this is the easiest case, which is the first case when input is fixed and load resistance both are fixed. Second case, now this second case we can see in this way that the load is variable, means whatever is RL, it is variable, means we can change the load. So, we want a satisfactory range for that particular load RL, so that we can say that this circuit is working as a voltage regulator. So, again we have this PZM, the same notation, the maximum power dissipated by the Zener diode, Vz is the Zener voltage, Iz is the Zener current. So, how can we find out the parameters for this particular circuit? So, here we can see that there is a specific range of resistance value, and therefore, corresponding to this particular range value of RL, we have the variation in load current as well. So, which will ensure that the Zener diode is in on state. So, we can say that, as we have seen in our previous example, that for a load resistance of, let us say 1.2 K, the circuit, the Zener diode was off, and when we have modified this load resistance to 3K, the circuit, the Zener diode was on. So, we can say that we have a minimum value of RL which will on the Zener diode. So, the RL must be having some minimum value, so that the voltage is equal, so that the voltage across the load resistance VL is equal to Vz, then only the circuit will work as a regulator. Otherwise, if the load resistance is very minimum, so it will not work as a regulator, means the Zener diode will not be on. So, to determine the minimum load resistance that will turn on the Zener diode on, we just use that the limiting case, that VL equal to Vz. So, we can say that we have this load voltage VL equals to Vz, and this is nothing but the voltage divider, the RL multiplied by VI divided by RL plus R. Now, we can clearly see from this expression that this Vz is fixed, Vi is also fixed, series resistance is fixed, then this RL has to be some minimum value, so that this voltage, that is nothing but the load voltage, is equal to VL. If RL is very low, that means we can say that our VL is very low. If VL is very low, that means the Zener diode will not be on. So, the minimum case is that RL minimum we can solve with the help of this particular equation, that RL minimum is nothing but R multiplied by Vz divided by Vi minus Vz. So, this expression will give us the minimum value of load resistance. So, we can say that if resistance is minimum, so naturally if this is minimum, so this IL, the load current, naturally that will be maximum. So, something like this. Also, we can, if we will apply KCL at this particular node, that means if this is IR, this is IZ and this is IL. So, we can write down this particular equation, which is IZ equals to IR minus IL. Now, if we will say that, or if we will rearrange this particular equation something like this, IL equals to IR minus IZ, right. We can see from this equation also and from this equation also. So, if IL is minimum, then means IR is fixed, because this resistance is fixed. So, if IL is minimum, so naturally IZ will be maximum. So, this is nothing but IZM. So, if we are utilizing this particular equation, if it is given that IR is fixed and IZ minimum we are able to calculate, then we will have the maximum value of, load current, or we can say in this manner also that IL minimum equals to IR minus IZ max. This will be specified as per the data sheet of the Zener diode. This will be given that what is the safe range, for the Zener current. Means if someone tries to increase the current beyond this particular value of current, then there will be breakdown. So, this is the second case, means with the help of this load current IL minimum, we can calculate the value of load resistance which is maximum. So, this is the second example based on this. Means for this particular example, it is given that it will result in RL being maintained at 10 volt. Means what does this signifies? It signifies that RL means this circuit is working as a regulator. Means if it is given that this circuit is working as a regulator, means that the load voltage VL is nothing but 10 volt. So, we can draw the equivalent circuit first like this. This is Vz this is RL, this is VL, and here we have VI which was fixed 50 volt, and this R is 1K which is also fixed, and it is given that the Zener voltage Vz is 10 volt and IZM, this is the maximum limit for Zener current, this is also given, which is 32 milliampere. So, we can say that this Vz is equal to nothing but VL equals to Vi multiplied by RL divided by R plus RL, or we can say that directly we can calculate RL minimum, that RL minimum equals to RL minimum is R multiplied by Vz divided by Vi minus Vz. So, this R is fixed 1 multiplied by Vz, this is 10, and Vi is 50 minus Vz is 10. So, this RL minimum, that will be 10 by 40, means this is 0.25, 0.25, because we have resistance is in kilo ohm here. So, this is the minimum value of resistance, means below this value, means below this 0.25, this circuit will not work as regulator. Now, we have to calculate the maximum value of load resistance RL. So, for that I am having IL plus IZ equals to IR, or we can say that IL equals to IR minus of IZ. Now, if we are utilizing the maximum value of Zener current, then we will have the minimum value of load current, and we can calculate IR also. IR will be nothing but Vi minus of Vz divided by R. So, this is 50 minus 10 by 1, which is 40 milliampere. This is fixed. So, this is 40 minus IZM is 32. So, this will be 8 milliampere. So, the minimum value of load current is 8 milliampere. Now, we will be utilizing this 8 milliampere to calculate the maximum value of load, because when current is minimum, then this RL maximum will be nothing but VL by IL minimum. So, VL is fixed 10 by 8 milliampere. So, in this way we can calculate the value of load resistance. Next, we have the third case, means now we have Vi is variable and RL is fixed. Now, input is variable, but load is fixed, means if there is a fluctuation in the input voltage. So, again we can use that VL equals to Vz, and again if we will apply the voltage divider, we can calculate the minimum value of input voltage. With the help of this minimum value of input voltage, again if IZM is given, the maximum value in Zener current, Zener diode is given, and IL is nothing but Vz by RL. So, this IL is fixed, means once this is maximum, then the current through this resistance is also maximum, and if current is maximum, then the voltage drop across the resistance is also maximum. So, we can calculate the value of maximum value of input. So, based on this we have the same question, we can solve this. After that we have the applications of Zener diode. Zener diode as a voltage regulator, we have seen, and this Zener diode can also be used for the protection of circuits, means over voltage protection, means whenever there is a high voltage at the input side, we can control, means the circuit can control. This Zener diode can also be used in the clipping circuits. We have seen in our past lectures what are clippers, and these circuits are also, Zener diode also can be used in the shifting of the voltage. So, these are some applications, some references. Thank you.